Hi guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel. So he's back.
Hi you guys, Chef Young is back.
I asked you guys on Instagram like what questions you had for us, and I have them written down here on my iPad. We're pretty much going to be doing the boyfriend and girlfriend tag. Some of the questions are like, you know, calm, they're PG, and some of them not so much. Why are you cheating? Why are you cheating?
First question.
Alright, so before we begin, you guys already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And turn the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. He also just started a YouTube channel, which he would be doing stuff on.
Awesome.
So I will put his Instagram, his TikTok, as well as his YouTube channel in the description box so you guys can subscribe and follow. You'll see me over there as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first question is like kind of basic, but are we going to tell like the whole story? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first question is, how did you guys meet?
You want to answer that? No, I'm
Why are you going to let me answer?
I'm going to let you answer the first one.
Okay, so it was back in January 27th of this year. We met at a bar, whatever you want to call it. A restaurant, bar, ratchetness. Do we say the name of the place?
No, fuck no.
Okay. Here in Atlanta, I was actually with Sam and Carolyn, and I was celebrating the fact that I had moved here. All my furniture had finally got here, and after all the stress that I had been through, we just needed to go drink. A mutual friend of ours, somebody I consider like a brother, LJ, he works at this place. And so we pretty much was there getting lit. We was there getting lit. Towards like the end of the night, right? He worked there too, and he was doing something. This is my side of it. This is my side of the story.
I'm about to say your story.
This is
not add nothing to my story, but okay.
Because you see, okay.
Go ahead, go tell your
So he was doing something, and then I called LJ over, and I was like, "Yo, LJ, he cute. I want him, right?" And then LJ was like, "Oh, he been talking about you all night." So I was like, "Bet, we in there." Okay, so boom. So I was waiting for him to either come say something or to make like eye contact with me. So finally, he made eye contact with me, but Carolyn was looking the same time I was looking. So we both had called him over, and yeah. Do you want to go ahead with your side?
So my side is this. Back at the end of January, worked at this restaurant. I'll give y'all a hint. It's on Edgewood at Atlanta. I seen 3 females come to the restaurant, and my homie was a bartender. Or he still is a bartender. And as his bartender, I see he had a reserve sign at the bar. So I asked him, I was like, "What you got coming up here?" And he just gave me that look like, "Don't worry about it. Just know you'll see when you see." So I said, "All right, cool." So they all sat down coming out the kitchen, and I immediately just stopped, looked at the bar, and I was like,
period. Sorry.
I need her. I need it. I love me a natural.
All right.
Pizza. Okay, but long story short, me and LJ kept chopping it up. I'm coming behind the bar chopping it up, but the whole entire time we talking about the 3 females. I kept asking him, "Who's the one in the middle?" He was like, "Oh, that's sis right there."
I wasn't in the middle.
You was at the end?
It was Sam, Carolyn, me.
Oh, you was at the end. Okay. My bad. She was at the end. But when I seen it, I was like, "Who's that at the end?" He said, "Oh, that's sis." I said, "All right, put me on." He said, "Bro, she been talking about you." I said, "You capping." So we go to the back of the kitchen. We chop it up still, and I was like, "Nah, I need you to put me on with her. I need that by the end of tonight." He said, "I got you." 10 minutes later, I'm coming back to the kitchen. He gave me the look like green light. So I said, "Oh, say no more." Towards the end of the night, I'm cleaning up a hookah. I'm at the hookah station. As I'm at the hookah station, her cousin Carolyn, they both turned my way looking at me, and I'm looking at them. Carolyn said, "Come here." So I came over, and Casey was like, "Yo.
What's up?" Listen, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Shoot your shot, ladies. You got to do it. And let me tell you how he tried to play me. So, let me tell you. So I was like trying to give him my number, and he didn't want my number. He was just like, "No, I'll just take your Instagram."
I said respectfully, I don't give out my number. I give out my Instagram first. I don't just give out my number because there's no point. We just gonna text a couple of times, and then the conversation ain't going nowhere. I'm just block you. It was pointless. So you can just have my Instagram number, and that's it.
So
and then
anyway,
at the end of
so
the
then
night,
later that night, we went, me, LJ, Sam, and Carolyn, we went to another bar, like an afties kind of place or whatever. And I was looking at LJ and I was like, I ain't gonna say what I said, but I was just like,
nah, go ahead and say what you said. Don't be.
I was like, he gay or something? And he was like, what? I was like, cause I really just tried to give him my number and he did not want my number. And I think cause I was just so offended. Like, I was just so offended. And he was like, no, he talking about he gonna take you on a date. And I was like, when the fuck did this happen? When was this conversation?
We have our conversation. We leave it at that.
So literally 2 seconds later, I have a DM from him with his number. So like, we didn't even talk on Instagram. He immediately gave me his number on Instagram that same night. And then we went on a date 2 days later, but...
Did we have a good time on that date?
Yeah, we had fun. Next question, and this is for you. Somebody said, do you like when she wears makeup? By the way, I love you. I love you too, boo.
Honestly, I love when she wears makeup. It doesn't really bother me if she doesn't, because either way, when she doesn't wear makeup, she's still beautiful. She's my little crybaby Joe. Yeah,
he calls me that because I cry a lot. Somebody said, ooh, juicy question. Does he use the toys that you have?
We just used that shit last night.
All right. So yes, we do use the toys here and there. And then this other question, it just ties into it. It says, how does he feel about your sex toys? Do you guys use them in bed? So yes, we do use them occasionally. How do you feel about them? I'm gonna guess you like them, but I'll let you answer.
Fellas, if you're watching this, when a female has sex toys, take advantage of it. Use them shits. That shit will spark up the room.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. Turn off the video. Okay, pet peeves about the other person. I'll let you go first.
Ooh, why I gotta go first?
Go and hear what you gotta say.
Nah, ladies first. Go
no.
first.
What is one of your pet peeves about me?
I really don't even have no pet peeves.
Nah, you don't have pet peeves. There's nothing that I do that drives you crazy.
Oh.
Not the deep breath. Hold on.
Because my biggest thing with her, and I don't know how she be winning it, when I say she's a crybaby Joe. If y'all ever seen the movie Monsters, Inc., what's the little girl?
Boo.
Blue, whatever her name is.
Her name is Boo.
So
he just thinks I'm a big baby.
She's a big ass brat. Big baby, though. My big baby. Crybaby Joe.
Anyway.
What's your pet peeves with me, though?
Let me think. There's a couple, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm listening. All
right, so pet peeves are like things that are minimal, that's not a big deal, but it's just like, why do you do that, right? Mm-hmm. It's nothing, not an attack on your personality. Mm-hmm. He drinks while he chews, and that disgusts me. Like, it's so nasty. Like, you have to swallow your food and then drink.
No.
Like, you do not. He literally will have food in his mouth and still be drinking, and that is disgusting.
But I don't understand. What's the problem with that? So many people out here do that shit on a regular
nasty.
Basis. It's nasty?
Yes.
No, I don't want my mouth being dry.
Like, why you got fruit punch and chicken? Like, that's nasty. Like,
at the end of the day, it's going to one place.
But you don't need to taste it at the same time.
What if you eating jerk chicken, right, and it's spicy, and you want to just water it down with some fluids?
You eat the jerk chicken and then you drink. I'm not saying you have to finish your meal and then drink, but you have to chew, swallow, then grab the drink. You don't chew and drink at the same time. That is disgusting.
You're just weird. No,
you're weird. That's what I hate watching him do that. I just be like, now why are you doing that? And then his farts.
You just farted this morning. What you saying?
So what? You fart a lot more than me.
This is probably the first time I actually smoked that shit this morning. That shit was actually kind of sour. That shit is kind of sour.
You fart a lot more than me, though.
I do. I'm not gonna lie.
And you don't give a fuck. And my head could be near him. Like, I could be laying on him and he would still fart. And then he would hold me down. And then he farts in the car and closes the window on purpose. You do that. It's okay. We're getting comfortable. You gotta get comfortable with my friends here. What was one moment where you felt the most comfortable with each other? I feel like the first time I ever had to show him something like really personal in my life that I don't really share a lot was we were out and I found out something really bad happened to my grandmother. And it was like I couldn't control them, and then things just kept spiraling. I'm not gonna go into details, but things after things that affect me just kept happening that night, and it was just like I had to just like let out those emotions. I feel like that was the first time you ever even seen me cry. Mm-hmm. And I just had to, and I think it was probably like 2 weeks after we had met, and I just had to like let all those emotions out. And I felt so weird because I was like, I did not want him to see like this side of my life like just yet, but it happened, and it is what it is. But I feel like that's when I got comfortable with you. And ever since then, I've been crying nonstop. Yeah, I was like, he done seen it now. I might as well keep crying.
So pretty much, I think when I really got comfortable with her, it was crazy. She found out about it. I had actually lost my job at a restaurant, personal information.
Yeah.
And
for reasons we will not share as of yet.
Not yet, but down the road we will share. But I went from working like 6 days out the week to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm like, this is not regular. So finally, I'll be over here a lot. We'll hang out, and she's doing the calculation. She was like, why is he not at work? So finally, she found out. And she just told me, like, you just be honest with me. Like, I'm not going to judge you. And I just ended up telling her. And at that moment, that's when I realized I can really just be myself around her. And I don't need to hold anything back.
Oh.
Because she could be like, nigga, I don't fuck with you, nigga. You broke. I was like,
not you broke.
Hold on, because I'm not broke now. Just a little miss up.
Not you broke.
But she stayed by her. She really solid.
And he works now, so.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm going to deal with it for a little bit, but.
It was less than a couple days. I was back on my feet.
Oh, this is going to be cute. What's your favorite things about each other?
I know mine.
What? All right.
I was looking at the iPad.
Is that what you was looking at?
Reading the question.
You sure? You sure that's what you was looking at?
Look at that too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Won't have a replay.
What, baby? Answer the question.
Your smile. That's.
Aww.
Your smile. When I first met you, I got a big thing with teeth. If your teeth ain't where they need to be, I'm
shout out to Dr. Omar.
I'm gonna have to try to deuces at you. I want to see them pearly whites. Like, go ahead, smile for me. Ooh, shit.
I'm dead.
Her smile, her style. She's a strong hustler. Very, very strong, dedicated hustler. That's another thing that really turned me on about her. She be pushing me to keep working and not give up. So without that, I wouldn't have shit with her.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Oh, baby.
I'm not gonna kiss you because I don't want you to have lip gloss on video, but I kiss you afterwards. My favorite thing about you, physically or not physically? I think we have a question about physical, so I'm gonna leave the physical out of it. Your sense of humor, you are very silly. Very, very silly. Another thing I've noticed about him, and it's not just me, it's pretty much anybody in his life, like when he loves and cares about you, he rides for you, like ride or die. Like he don't give a fuck what's going on. Like he will drop anything for his friends and his family. So I love that. Your loyalty is unmatched. He's also like a really, really good listener. Like we be fighting a little bit, but we know how to like actually just talk and communicate with each other. We just don't be wailing on each other and nothing gets solved. Like we literally like sit there, we dissect the whole problem and we work on fixing it effectively. Now they want to reverse it. What is our least favorite thing about each other? His temper. I'm just gonna say it.
That I ain't gonna
and he knows that.
The other day we had gone to a little argument. When I say the whole New York came out of her. She was like, yo, Nico, you got me fucked up. I'm just looking at her like on my face. I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't like the way she talking to me. I know my mouth can get reckless. She was like, nah, nigga. No, I will beat your ass.
Not being.
I just said, all right, cool. I left it alone.
Nah, I'll beat your ass. I didn't say that, y'all. Don't think I'm out here abusing him. I did not say I would beat your ass. I did not say that. No, because you know you're lying.
Don't cap. Don't cap like that.
Why are you like that? Yeah. I never said I would beat your ass. In that argument. I done said it playing around, but I ain't never said it in no argument. I just be like, you dead ass? You dead ass? Nah, but she's
very aggressive.
Sometimes he could be a little pessimistic. And I've heard that's like a Pisces thing. I don't know. If any Pisces out there, y'all let me know if that's true or not. So I just be trying to get him to see like the positive side of thing, like the light, like, okay, you know, when you keep speaking negative, you're going to receive negative. You got to be a little bit more positive and stop being mean. Like, the other day, he called my Instacart person a bitch, and she didn't do nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. He's like, little stupid bitch better get it right. Like, what? Why are you so mean?
I wasn't saying it, like, in a rude way or anything, but it's just like, for her to survive, she be using Instacart. So I was like, nigga, she better get the order right. Like, you got a simple task.
Why are you gonna go
Your simple task is letting you know everything you need to get on the order. Don't fuck it up. That's it. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. I apologize if I ever called her a bitch.
Yeah,
She see
we
this.
working on it. What's your least favorite thing about me? I was about to skip the question.
Said your temper too.
My temper is not bad. I'm pretty patient.
When we get in little arguments, I ain't gonna lie, your temper be having me box your ass. Let's put some gloves on real quick. Let's see if you really about it in the game.
I'm dead. I don't think my temper's that bad. Okay, so the next thing...
no, scratch that.
What?
My least favorite thing about it, when I come over here.
What? Oh, when it's hot in here?
Yo. It be feeling like a slave ship coming in this apartment. Came here the other day. It's 83 degrees, no AC on. I'm like, you not hot? She's like, nah, I'm actually feeling good. I'm like, baby, you gotta put on 69, 68. She's like, why? It's gonna be cold. I'm like, it's hot.
I don't like to be cold.
Like, how I come over here in an outfit, I'm already sweating. I don't even want to wear the outfit no more.
I don't like to be cold.
That's another thing. Like, I love being cold. I do not like the heat.
Well, I appreciate that your least favorite thing about me is the temperature in the apartment. I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like I'm doing good. How does he support your endometriosis journey diagnosis?
I'm gonna get into that first.
So obviously when we first met, I had to educate him on endometriosis, and that's normal because a lot of people don't know what it is. It's not really something that's talked about like it should be. But I feel like he's very patient when I'm in my moods. Like sometimes I don't feel good. I'm having a flare up. I'm crying. I'm in pain. And he like makes sure that I have medicine. He's like patient with me. He makes sure I eat what I want to eat and just relaxes with me. Like he doesn't be like, oh my God, you're bitching because of this. Like it's not that serious. He's not like that at all. So I feel like that's like the best.
Yo, you make me feel so special.
Oh my God, you are so dramatic.
Really
and what he's gonna say is that, you gonna go ahead?
So, how she put it was, whenever we do have sex, I had to realize that, you know, I can't really wild out on it. I have to be very submissive and very passionate. I don't have a problem with doing that. But every time I just be like, listen.
It's not always. It's just sometimes like, okay, so I deal with like ovulation pain. So if I'm ovulating and I'm also having sex,
you gotta be very careful.
I'm not gonna be the most comfortable. So it's just like, be patient with me. Like I can't just be out here swinging from chandeliers and shit. Like this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. What is you guys' most memorable date? I feel like we're gonna have two different answers. So
which one's yours?
I would say we went to this place called Andretti's and I had a blast. Mainly because it was a conversation. Yeah, I don't. It was a conversation that we had about like dates, and I was just like, yeah, you know, I like to drink and I like to turn up, but I'm somebody like I like to do different things and have fun. Like I'll go to a museum, I'll do a sip and paint. I was like, I really love arcades and I love amusement parks and things like that. And he took that and just took me to arcade. Probably like a week later. Mm-hmm. And I had a great time. I definitely busted his ass in air hockey. Don't come on here lying and saying I did.
I wasn't.
And we played basketball and I won the first time. I won the first time. Baby, I didn't win the first time in the basketball.
First of all, you had more balls than me.
No, now I have more balls. That's crazy.
But who won in go-karts? I overlapped.
There was that doesn't count. You actually drive. I don't know how to drive. And somebody crashed into me.
Yo, when I say she was driving slow,
I was scared. That shit is fast. They make you wear a helmet. That shit is fast. That's not no regular go-kart.
I overlapped her ass like 3 times. I was just like, damn, bro.
Nah, that was my cart. It wasn't moving that fast.
It was moving.
It wasn't moving. I had my foot pressed down on the thing.
Ain't no way.
I did. So what's yours?
When we went to Ocean.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really? That food was so good.
That shit was really
Can we go back?
Yeah.
That food was amazing. So go on my Instagram. I posted something about the restaurant. Osha?
Bomb ass sushi. Sushi was.
You didn't even finish it.
Didn't we finish when we got home?
No.
Oh.
He ordered so much food. Those mussels and the crab fried rice.
Mussels. I was never a fan of mussels, but mussels actually pretty good. Trying to share with her.
Mm-hmm. The next one would be, how does he feel about you talking about sex on social media? Well, that's a good question.
Oh, it don't bother me. I like to see what she about to talk about. So I know at the end of the day, we get busy.
Oh, okay.
I need that same energy.
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't bother him. That's why I continue to do it. And I'm actually going to do it more for you guys because you guys have been requesting it. Have you guys said the L word? Who said it first? All right.
I remember this.
All right.
We just had this conversation last night about it.
Yeah, so I said it first. And he could tell you the story if he wants. Which one? Because I feel like...
I want to hear you say it.
What?
When you first said it.
So, do you really want me to tell him what happened the first time I said it?
Yeah.
We had just got in a car accident. And niggas was scared. Niggas was shook. I was like, I almost died. Like,
oh my God.
Like, and
I was dramatic.
I almost died. Your car was totaled.
Yo, so this is what
it was
happened.
His birthday too.
Worst fucking night. Worst night. I was ready to go home. I was over. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just like,
we had just left the strip club.
Right. I just got off work. They surprised me in my job. They popping bottles. I was like, all right, cool. They said, "Need hurry up. We about to go to the Flame." I said, bet. On the way to the Flame. Get there. We have a great ass time. Everybody's dancing. Everybody's enjoying themselves. We're leaving. Heading back to her spot.
He think he Dominique Toretto.
No. First of all, it was actually raining that day.
It was?
Yeah. It was drizzling.
That was raining the next day. Okay.
No, it was raining. I remember that shit vividly. It was an 18-wheeler in front of me, and I was getting over into the left-hand lane. I guess I was getting over too slow, and my right fender had clipped onto the back of his 18-wheeler, his hook, ripped off my whole fender, popped my tire, airbags deployed. And for some reason, this is what God really saved us. We didn't have a scratch on us. I was able to drive from the middle lane at least 20 to 30 yards all the way into the emergency lane without hitting the wall. Got out of the car, perfectly fine.
The whole mirror on my side was gone.
First thing I did, though, I looked at her, made sure she was okay. She was good. I got out of the car, checked the car. I said, wow. For the amount of damage that I did, you would think that we'll have a scratch on us or something. After that, I was just pissed. This has to be the worst birthday.
I just felt so bad. And I was just also, just grateful in that moment, that we were okay. And the crazy thing is once I realized I was okay, I was just concerned for him, what was going through his mind, because I knew he was pissed. And it just came out, and then he said it back. But then we didn't say it again for, a long time. Not a long time. It was, 2 weeks.
I was about to say.
It was 2 weeks. And then I got really drunk.
Yeah,
I was on live with Sam, and I was really, really drunk off of wine. And then when we got off, I was on the phone with him, and I was laying on my floor throwing up. And I was like, "You don't love me. You don't love me."
I said, "Sounds like, bro, you're drunk. I need you to sober up. Relax, baby. Relax."
And then when we actually started saying it consistently, it was because I cursed his ass out. And he was like, "Do you still love me?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "I love you too." And ever since then, we've been saying it. So.
She cussed my ass clean out too. I said, damn, I never sat through all that.
So I guess me yelling at him made him realize that he loves me, because I guess he was willing to deal with it. All right, so the next question is, what is the first thing you both noticed about each other? So, fun fact, January was the first time we met, technically, but we actually kind of fake met in August of last year, but he does not remember. So that place that he used to work, I used to go there all the time. And I don't know how the hell he was working there 6 days out the week, because I literally would go there all the time. And he said he never saw me. So in August, I went to Atlanta with Sam. You guys probably remember when I had the long blonde braids is when I went. And we were at his job. And he came over. I don't know if he had I think you had the bottle. Yeah, he came over doing his job and was like, take a shot, take a shot. And I was like, no. He's like, I don't think you called me pussy, but you said something along that line. You probably did, but don't be pussy, something like that. You said something, and I was like, no. And Sam was like, just take that shot. So he made me drive the boat, So he poured the alcohol in my mouth, and then he walked away. He does not remember that, but when he walked away, I was like, he's cute. I told Sam that, and the first thing I noticed was his tattoos. If you guys look on his Instagram and the photos, I have an obsession with tattoos on men. I love it. I do something, and he has a bunch. They're all over. His entire body's covered, and I love it so much. So it was the tattoos for me back in August. All right. Isn't that funny, though? I wish somebody recorded that moment, because, August all the way to January, like from now, I would never have thought this random bartender or server that's pouring alcohol in my mouth would be my boyfriend now. It's pretty funny how life works.
You see how the universe works?
It's crazy. It's trippy.
Really crazy. The biggest thing I noticed about her was when I met her at the job. When I say I was starstruck.
Well, what was the first thing you noticed though?
No, it was the fit. The fit you had
Just
on.
told me it was my hair.
It was a lot. Your fit, the fit, the smile, and the hair.
What the hell? Oh, I know what I had on. I was like,
Yeah.
what did I have on? I had on a Queen graphic t-shirt and like this like fleecy hunter green button down, like open, like oversized from Shein, and I think it just had some jeans on and my Balenciagas.
The
If
fit
I'm
was
not
on
mistaken.
point. But it's like as I'm coming out the kitchen, I just kept looking at her. The whole entire night I'm going back and forth, going behind the bar. Don't need nothing behind the bar. Just being nosy. Just want to get a closer look, make sure everything was up to par. And finally, I was just like, yeah, I need it. Once I got it, I ain't never let go of it. Respectfully.
Period. Okay, and the last question is, what is your favorite physical feature on the other person?
What's your favorite?
Why are you whispering? His lips. I love them. I love them. Baby. Can you answer? Can it be appropriate, please?
Put your tongue out real quick.
What? Why?
I think that is one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, it's her eyes. It's her eyes.
Really?
Really.
I didn't think you was gonna say that.
You probably thought I was like some inappropriate stuff.
No, I thought you was gonna say smile or something.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you
It's
got
your
nice eyes.
You got very seductive eyes.
Ooh, I do.
The way you was looking at me last
All
night.
right. Okay, guys. It's not this. What? Okay. So that was the last question that you guys asked us on Instagram. I hope this gave y'all a little bit more insight on our relationship. If you guys have any additional questions, just leave them like in the comments or DMs or whatever, and we'll film a part 2 if that's something that you want. Is there anything you want to say?
YouTube channel on the way. Catch up, youngins. That's about it. Like and subscribe. I got some shit coming up for you guys.
Period.
Tutorials on how to make custom shoes. I'm learning Adobe Illustrator right now, so that's another thing I want to put on there too. And of course, with my baby.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Peace, you guys.